100 unarmed average men versus one gorilla. Who wins in a fight? I asked ChatGPT, let's see what they said. Now, it might seem like a numbers game at first, 100 guys versus one animal, but in reality, the gorilla almost definitely wins. That's what I said too. Let's see. First off, let's talk power. A full-grown silverback gorilla weighs over 400 pounds and can lift more than 10 times its body weight. We're talking serious strength, enough to crush bones, throw bodies, and deliver blows that would knock most men unconscious instantly. Think about those first 10 people that decide to rush the gorilla. Nah. Then there's speed and agility. This isn't some lumbering beast. Gorillas are fast and they're explosive. They can sprint, climb, leap, and fight with terrifying precision. You gotta think, these are average men. None of them will have combat experience. Most men I know barely even know how to throw a punch. Meanwhile, the average man isn't, I should have kept reading. Meanwhile, the average man isn't trained, isn't armed, and isn't ready for that kind of primal violence. Now, sure, 100 people sounds like a lot, but only a handful could get close at once. Yes, this is something I thought about before we continue. Even if you have a dozen men approach the gorilla at once, just from like a spatial conflict, they can't all lay hands on the gorilla. And a gorilla has like an 8-foot wingspan, so we can't even get in tight to lay some punches. This man will just muff us. So realistically though, you might say if you throw 20 men on top of the gorilla, you can weigh him down. How are 20 men gonna fit just from like a spatial aspect? You know what I mean? 100 people sounds like a lot, but only a handful could get close at once. The rest would be bottlenecked, watching in horror as their front line gets destroyed. And remember, fear is real. Most people would hesitate, freeze, or flee. This isn't a movie, it's pure chaos. That is very true. Who's gonna be the first guy? You know what I mean? You got 100 men lined up. There's a gorilla standing right there, ready to go, ready to fight. Who's gonna be the first guy to be like, I got this, and just immediately get his head ripped off? Everybody behind him just saw that. The next guy got his shoulder bit off. The next guy got thrown around like a rag doll. You think people are just gonna keep coming for him? Absolutely not. That's terrifying. The only way this experiment would work if these men had no inhibitions, no fear, just straight desire to fight to the death. And even then, I don't think they stand a chance. Could the group win it all? Maybe. If they were perfectly coordinated, willing to sacrifice dozens of lives and swarm the gorilla all at once like a human tidal wave. But realistically, that's not how people behave under extreme stress. Not at all. Bottom line, the gorilla wins brutally and fast, unless we're in a fantasy scenario where the 100 men are unified, fearless, and willing to die for the cause. Absolutely not. That would never happen. So yeah, silverback all day. All day, son. I'm sorry. I mean, let's go humans.